Haidong. So in this video, it's going to be a nice quick one. It's going to be talking about the pinky ring middle in terms of sword cutting. So in general, as you're cutting, you want to engage your pinky finger, your ring finger, then your middle finger as you engage in the cut this way. So obviously don't start open-handed, but this will be a nice way for you to see it. Here, pinky ring middle, that way, right? So this is going to be in conjunction to something that's kind of like more like snap strike. Snap strikes do work in terms of like short range distance or short range cuts, but if you engage in the pinky ring middle as you cut this way, it's going to be a lot better for your full extension. So first of all, why pinky ring middle? So if we do this, so first of all, it's going to be a gradual acceleration of the sword, right? So it's going to be less jerk on your elbows, less jerk on your left hand. So in general, it's going to be easier on your body, as well as just also easier on your sword. Your sword's not used to when making contact with something going really quickly and then bam, right? It's a sword. It's meant to cut through something, so it's more attuned to something that's gradual in terms of acceleration and deceleration, right? So if we do this, as I cut with the pinky ring middle, it's going to be a gradual acceleration. Now, it's still going to be fast, right? So it's not going to be like, right? I'm here, I'm again translating, pulling down, pinky ring middle, here, right? So again, it's still going to be gradual, but it's going to be a lot easier on your body, right? So again, I would rather be a swordsman who, first of all, always wins, but also wins in such a way that doesn't harm my body, right? So you can be one of the best sword fighters, but if you do really, really risky things for a very long time, eventually something's going to come up on you, right? So versus if you just naturally go through combinations, right? That's going to be easier on your body. That's going to help you in the long run. So another boon to doing the pinky ring middle is that, so first of all, as I make contact with the target, I'm actually going to be already squeezing on impact, right? So in general, as you're cutting, you want to squeeze. So again, why? Because it's going to disperse the energy a little bit better, right? So as opposed to if I'm clenched this way, I'm like, it's just going to go straight up my arm, and the first odd angle is going to do some damage. As opposed to if it's, again, squeezing on impact, that squeeze is going to dissipate the impact, and it's going to be a lot less on your whole body. So if you're here, right, so it'll be easier to squeeze on impact as you 1, 2, 3, locking into the strike and being able to pull through. So first of all, that's going to give you a nice solid impact on your opponent. And additionally, so as you do the pinky ring middle strike, it's going to be easier for your body to sink. So again, this is going to be a general concept that's, again, ubiquitous in sword fighting. So if I'm able to use the pinky ring middle as I strike, again, all of my body is trying to push forward. Even if I step, everything is sinking up into a solid strike. All right, so a few drills you can practice to get used to that sensation, right? So without your sword, all I want you to do is have your palms out. So you might have done, like if you've done Taekwondo or anything like that, what's called crabbies. That is something that I've heard, something like that. So this is going to be a variant of it. So think about pinky ring middle squeeze here, this way. So you're going to feel these muscle groups activate a lot more as you squeeze into your cut this way. That's going to, again, make you feel which muscle groups should be activating as you do so. So this is the beginner version, right? There's going to be a harder version, so this is going to be really good for not just people who want to do swords, but also just other martial arts. So you're going to start with your elbows or with your the edge of your palm pushing forward. So again, you want to see as 90 degrees as you can. And from here, pinky ring middle, crunch down. You're going to feel this part extend and release up. 1, 2, 3. That way. So after just doing a few of these, you're definitely going to feel the muscle groups definitely fatigue a little bit more. You're going to feel them activate. One more drill that we can do. So obviously don't do this during an actual form. This is just something you can practice to get used to the idea is, kind of like what I was doing in the video, start open, right? So again, don't forget having a nice 45, pinky ring middle cut. Pinky ring middle cut. So actually feel it activate the more you do it, right? Obviously try from different ones, right? So especially with the uppercut, anything really from here below, you can obviously try to keep this filled in and just use your whole body to cut through. But if you use your pinky ring middle, even if you have that small gap as you cut, if your pinky ring middle, it's going to extend out very nicely. You can even do one-handed cuts this way as well. Practice going through the pinky ring middle as you go through your forms, and as always, keep training. Haidong!